G'day guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to animate a still render in Photoshop and After Effects, just like you can see in the clips as shown. So the first thing we want to do with our render, we want to go into Photoshop and we want to get the shape layer and get some black bars in there just for reference. And then you want to go up to color range, and with the sky map you want to select the background so it selects all the sky in the back. With the marquee tool, I like to go through and fix all the little windows that it grabs from the sky map and just make sure you just have the sky selected. After you've done that, you want to go into the sky and you can either mask it or you can do a layer via copy. I like to do a layer via copy, I think it's easier to do it that way. As you can see, you get the layer via copy. You want to put a sky background in. I like to use this one off Google. There's heaps of things you can use, and I'm going with the white background look. So once you put that in, as you can see, you can then move the layer up and down, and this is important in After Effects. Make sure you have a separate layer for this image. After that, you want to grab a smoke paintbrush. You can download heaps of these online. I'll link one in the description. Just change the opacity down and put it to white and adjust as you feel need. As you can see, I've got two smoke layers here, one to each side, and in After Effects we can then animate them as we wish. Here's the second one. That's a bigger one to the side, make it a little bit smaller. After this, you want to go into the color map again and you want to just select something else that you want to animate. I'm going to choose this tree right here. You want to select the color map and then press OK, and then get rid of all the little nitty grits around it that it selects, so you just have those tree leaves selected. You can go through and fix all this up after, it's not a big deal. Once you've done a layer via copy for that, you can then go through and get rid of all the little tree branches or anything that you don't want included in the animation. So whatever you have there is going to be moved and animated around. I like to go through and fix up anything that I don't really want included. So I have lots of weird dots from the sky and the power line, so I just like to get rid of anything that isn't of immense detail. Next, we can do the plant down the bottom. You want to just grab the magic wand tool on the color range and just select the plant. You don't really have to do anything special for this. Once you've got that selected, you can go to your main layer and you can do a layer via copy again by right clicking. And once you've got that, it'll turn the original plant into a separate layer by itself. After that, you can use the blend tool, I believe it's called the clone stamp tool, and you can just go through and rub out the original image and blend that together so you have the plant that can move. Make it a little bit bigger so it fits in and then it can move freely. And then same with the other plant, just layer via copy, use the clone stamp tool, blend the background in, and in After Effects we can then animate the plant in front of it so it looks like there's nothing behind it. You can also add images in and animate them as wish, but this is how to do it with the original render from Lumion. After you've got your Photoshop file all set up, you want to hit save and save it as a PSD file, not another file like an image file. So you can drag that PSD file into After Effects. Now we can move into After Effects. So you want to get a new composition and you want to drag your Photoshop layer into After Effects and make sure it has editing layer styles on, so you can select every single Photoshop layer separately inside the After Effects composition. The first thing you want to do is you want to create a new solid layer. So like we did in Photoshop, we want to add black bars to our project here. You want to press the scale button, unlink them, and move the black bars down to what your Photoshop was. Just the Photoshop ones were just a reference, but these will be actually what is stopping anything from showing in the After Effects project. And make sure these layers are in front of all the Photoshop layers as well. After you've done that, you can go to the sky layer, press P on your keyboard, and then press the keyframe, and go to the start of your composition, and then go to the end and move it up and down, so it creates that movement effect from keyframe to keyframe. The next thing you can do is you can go to your plant layer, go to Effect, Distort, and Corner Pin, and then click keyframe anyone you want. I like to use upper left, and then as you move through your composition, which mine is 10 seconds, you can adjust it slightly so it gives that little moving effect to your plants. After you've done that, you can go to your tree. You can do the same thing, just press position or rotate or whatever you like. You can use the corner pin one as well. Just make sure you keyframe at the start of the composition, and as you move on 2 or 3 seconds, each 2 or 3 seconds, move it slightly or rotate it slightly to give it that little movement effect throughout the video. As you can see, I'm doing it every 2 or 3 seconds. I'm just moving just slightly, like 0.5 rotation, and the tree moves in the background a little bit. The next thing is the smoke. You can get the position, and at the start of the composition, I like to have it in front of the thing where when the image zooms in, the smoke goes away, so at the end it will go out. So use the position key, P on your keyboard, and keyframe that. And then with the biggest smoke in the background, I'm doing the same thing. I'm having it come out of the composition the longer the video goes on. Last thing, you want to get your composition, and you want to go to your original composition file. Grab your black bar layers that you put in. You should originally just put them outside on top of it anyway. So your composition and then your 2 black bars are above it in your original file, After Effects. And you want to press Scale, S on your keyboard, and you want to keyframe that. So at the start of the composition, you start at 100%, and then it zooms in by maybe 10%, like 110%. So when the video starts, you'll continue to gradually get closer, and gives that moving effect. And that is all. One thing that I did add to mine is a moving bird in the background. That is just done with a PNG image and some keyframes with scale. You can add heaps of different things. The opportunities are endless. This is just a few tips and tricks that I use for my videos, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more. Bye.